Hey there guys, so today we're going to be talking about the X0-16 Chaingun. Now this is your starting weapon for any class of Titan, even if you're starting the game and you're not a generation, or if you've just generationed up. I still don't know what the hell to call that thing. You know, this is your starting gun. Now it's a good starting gun. It's a heavy assault rifle, fires I think 20mm slugs, and it's kind of loose. Apparently it's loosely based off like some of our anti-aircraft guns, which are actually in the modern day, which I think is kind of cool. Now it's a good gun, like I just said. It's not overpowered, it's not underpowered, it's bog standard, it kills people, does what it says on the tin. Now, we're going to take a look at some of the stats now. Now, it does 100 damage to 85 damage, depending on obviously range and where you hit them with infantry. This is an absolute machine at taking out infantry, grunts, spectres, pilots, you know, especially if they don't see you coming, and before you know it, they've been riddled full of 20mm slugs and there's nothing left of them apart from a bloody pulp. And now it does 93 to 85 damage on Titans. Now it's good, okay, but its downfall is its rate of fire. It's only 600 rounds per minute, but that can be counteracted if you put on the accelerator, which we'll talk about in a minute. So yeah, 600 rounds per minute, and it's 93 to 85 damage. So I would highly recommend flanking maneuvers, trying to get around behind them, not taking on, especially ogres up front, especially if they've got explosive weapons and weapons that are generally better, because it's not the best Titan weapon out there. Personally, I think I like the 40mm cannon and the plasma rifle, but that's me. So yeah, the effective range is 50 to 60 meters. Now anything past the 60-meter mark, you're going to be hitting it, but if it's a infantry and he's on the move, you know, maybe try actually semi-automatic fire just by tapping the RT or clicking the left mouse button. Now this thing has no recoil whatsoever when you're firing within the optimum range of 50 to 60 meters. So there's absolutely no recoil unless you're firing outside that, but sometimes you might have to like counteract it with a flick of the analog stick or a move of the mouse. Fully automatic, that's it. No burst mode, tough shit. If you want burst mode, tough, you know, go buy a different game. The reload time is 3 seconds if you got some bullets left, or 4.6 when it's empty. Now I would highly recommend, a good way to counteract this is if you're like a rocket salvo, your cluster missile or slave warheads, whatever you use, fire them when you're reloading, because 3 to 4.6 seconds is a long time, especially if you're against multiple Titans trying to move around, you know, especially if you're in an engagement. So try and do that. That always seems to work for me. You get a nice 1.4 damage multiplier if you hit pilots on the head, which is, you know, 2 shots just gone. That's it, or possibly even 1 shot. Yeah, no, it would be 1 shot. So, you know, aim for those headshots. You got a standard clip size of 60, which can be boosted to 90 with the extended magazine, and 150 with the accelerator. You get a starting ammunition of 60 or 90, and a maximum ammunition carry of 2040. And if you're going to go through 2040 rounds, that's you're on a good streak. And it's only usable by Titans unless you're the Hulk. Okay. As for the weapon mods or attachments, whatever you want to call them, you got the standard extended magazine. Like I said, it adds an extra 30 rounds, and you unlock that by killing 25 enemies with the X0-16 Chaingun. So that's any enemy, Spectre, Pilot, Titan, whatever. And then my favourite, especially if you're going after Titans or trying to kill the dropship before it takes off, is the accelerator. Now this is going to cause the weapon to fire very slowly at first, and then just over time, just absolutely unleash hell on anything that's caught in its path. And you unlock that by killing 20 Titans, which is the Titan 2 challenge. Titan Killer 2 challenge, that's the one. Now, generally against infantry, I would steer clear of doing it unless obviously the gun's already sped up and you're at full sort of rounds per minute, I'm going to say, and you see it. So just keep your finger on the trigger or on the left mouse button and just mow them down. But if you're going to go after them, like if you just see one guy and you haven't even started firing, don't bother. Tried it, he just gets away, unless of course he decides to try and take you on, but that's about it. But if you can get this up to full power and start getting critical hits on a Titan, it absolutely destroys them. I mean, it just drops them, because like I said, 93 to 85 damage, and Titans only have 10,000 health or something like that. That's the most. That's on an ogre, you know. So if you just break through that shield and you've got 150 rounds, you know, you can do the maths. Okay, you've got 150 rounds doing 93 to 85 damage, and they're coming out at probably I'm going to say about 1,000 rounds per minute. You know, it's going to destroy it, and if you get a Strider in your sights, just unleash hell on it. But that's all I can really talk about with this gun. You know, like I said at the beginning, it's standard. that's about it. And I'm hoping to do a few more time videos when weapons are a bit more interesting and like a bit more challenging to use and take a bit of time getting used to, which this frankly doesn't. But like I said, it's a good gun. Go and use it, have fun. Maybe just create a class, like make it the go-to gun, like I said about the R101C carbine. But that's, you know, generally about it. So if you enjoyed this video, you know, like it, share it, comment. That's what keeps me making videos, like I've been saying recently. So, you know, watch your space, some more Titanfall videos coming out soon.